And racing from towards the centre field, No Jealousy the first out, but quickly headed off out wide on the track by Angelic Star. Burning up along the rails, Star Dreamer out wide on the track, also is Georgie Wong. Further back there, 2 Mid-on-Oms, well back Rambunctious, Botany Prancer, another Colt. Up they come and Angelic Star still in front, chasing it, No Jealousy. Angelic Star in, beats out second, No Jealousy, Rambunctious through to third. They're followed back then by Botany Prancer, then we go to another Colt. Well back Star Dreamer never in it today with Georgie Wong and Botany Prancer the last one in. And racing out wide on the track, coming away fast, Homebush Crade out wide on the track, Opawa Reefer showing speed, pushing between dogs now is Motley Man. Back to the inside of these Tornwood Chief as Motley Man cops a check. Further back there, Botany Pete Kinnicky back with Teeparita Charger, and a well back also Bluedale Rise. Up they come and Homebush Crade keeps ticking. Homebush Crade home from a Corborn Chief home in second. They're followed through then by third and Opawa Rufus. Back in the pack also would have been Motley Man, just copped a check off the top. Then came Teeparita Charger, well back also Botany Pete, Bluedale Rise never in it, and Kinnicky the last of them in. Even contest, there and ready. And racing Homebush Violet springs off the lids fast, going out after it. Homebush Iris, No Undy Sunday pushing up the inside as well. Wider on the out on the track, Bob's Eye getting around the outside to the first corner. Well back in the field then now as they head around was No Undy Sunday on the drift now. Further back GCB, Punch on Jamie, and last of all down the back is Jibber Jabber Jewel, plenty to do. Across the top they come and Bob's Eye found the front from Homebush Violet. No Undy Sunday runs on. Further back then to Take a Trick GCB. Up they come, Bob's Eye in front. Now No Undy Sunday flattens out down the outside but missed. Bob's Eye beat No Undy Sunday. They're followed by Homebush Violet, then came GCB. Behind those on crossing Homebush Iris. Further back there on crossing also Jibber Jabber Jill, never in the race. Back in the pack also would have been Punch on Jamie and Take a Trick, one of the last today. And racing centre field, Wandy Luck the first one out on the inside. Starburst Josh, he goes Sophie's Terror around the outside. Just back behind those now is Billy West out wide on the track. We go to Take No Prisoner. Further back, Corborn Dasher. The last two, Zebediah and Badiardis. Up they come. Sophie's Terror's in front. Starburst Josh flattening out. Too late. Sophie's Terror will beat out Starburst Josh, Fid and Billy West. Then we go to out wide, Take No Prisoner getting home. And behind those runners then would have been on crossing Wandy Luck. Further back there on crossing also Corborn Dasher. Back was Zebediah and Badiardis. And racing, she was out fast. Terra Annie along the inside. Gorilla on drums going with her. Back along the inside, then Noble Fantasy out wide on the track, trying to make ground. MBD, there we go to My Foolish Heart. Getting spat out the back. She's a gamble now with Linny Selfcombe and Jed Norton. Up they come and getting right away here. Terra Annie, she's home. Terra Annie, Noble Fantasy, close second. May have got that off Gorilla on drums. Right up there too as they've crossed would have been Linny Selfcombe, a much better race. They were followed back in the race also by She's a Gamble. Back there also would have been My Foolish Heart. Back in the race of Jed Norton, and one of the last two cross will be MBD. And ready. And racing, she came out fast over on the outside. Dixie Lee from Fly Canary Fly, getting around the outside. Mr. Whippy close up and behind those now is Corborn Porsche on the drift. Sting Me out wide on the track. We go to Wandy Grant. Further back there also now is Opawa. Stretch back with Corborn Porsche. Up they come now and getting away. Dixie Lee. There's 54 on the track. She beats out second across. Would have been crossing there would have been Mr. Whippy. Close up third, Corborn Porsche. A nice effort. Then we go to Sting Me. Further back on crossing Opawa. Stretch Wandy Grant. Back Fly Canary Fly, and back amongst the tail enders also would have been Stolen Money. Down comes the bunny. And racing, jumping first the inside, jumping Julie around the outside. We go to Wandy Chick Team Dream looms up. Along the inside also Excuse Please out wide on the track. Explodable getting around the outside as there's trouble inside it. Further back No Charity, jumping Julia. Up they come though. In front still it is now jumping Julia. Coming later though, Excuse Please over the top. And driving between them also was No Charity. A great finish. But I think Excuse Please will just get it. Back in the field, Explodable. Then we go to on crossing Campaigner out wider Willett Sight. Further back on crossing also there would have been Wandy Chick, who was quite spectacular at the lure, and the last one in will be Campaigner, I think, back in the pack. Green light, there and ready. And racing's come off the inside. Ginger Power fast to run to the lead from Opawa. Nowhere going after it. Round the outside early is a Stitch Up. Close up on the move on the inside. Opawa Tani, who rails strongly. Further back in the field then as they run up the straight the first time. As Opawa Bro well back also now is a big time Kalina back with Chill Out Ralph Goldstar. Bella into the back they run. And in front is Opawa Tania, led by 2.5. Getting around them now in second is Ginger Power. Opawa and Aware have to move back on the inside. Further back there we go to Stitch Up. Then came Chill Out Ralph's got a long way back. Opawa Bro off the track. Up they come. Opawa Tania keeps kicking late. Ginger Power. Opawa Tania beats out Ginger Power. Chill Out Ralph through to third. They were followed back then by the next on crossing would have been a Stitch Up in front of Opawa No Air, who drifted out of it. Further back there on crossing also was big time Kalina, back with Opawa Bro, and Gold Star Bella, one of the last ones home. Hit the night. And racing out wide on the track, Dillmanstown the first to go. Along the inside then, Life's a Laugh, kicking around the outside though quickly has picked the tip. Right behind these dogs then is Life's a Laugh. Further back there also Go Housey. Well back in the field, Homebush Mayhem. Well back also now with No Pride, Corborn Jelly. But up they come and away for the prize today is Pick the Tip. Pick the Tip will defeat Dillmanstown. Close up Life's a Laugh third. They're followed in then by the next on crossing No Pride. Then Go Housey never in the race. Back there on crossing Wandy Jewel. Back with Homebush Mayhem and Corborn Jelly. And racing over on the inside, Harlem Harker jumped out pretty well, but quickly headed off though by Popstar Rocket up the straight the first time. Booting up along the inside now, but copping a bit of a check, Harlem Harker. Through along the inside also Opawa Webby. Back in the race, settling down fourth now. Is going to be Harlem Harker around the outside, not a no. Then came Deanne's Fantasy. Well back in the field, Speedy Kazza and Brighton Bullet back to last. Across the top they come and travelling pretty well on the inside, Opawa Webby. Here's Russell Hart between them, Popstar Rocket getting home. Up they come, Opawa Webby keeps kicking and will hold. Opawa Webby, Russell Hart, Harlem Harker. Then we go to Popstar Rocket, followed back then by Deanne's Fantasy, Brighton Bullet, not a no. Last in, Speedy Kazza. And racing Quadrago, one of the first out, down on the inside, Iona Harker showing speed, wider out, Rusty Knife, Karamas getting around the outside, back to the inside, Trans Tasman, further back there, Swip and Tear, No Lies is on the drift and getting back there with it now is going to be Wandy Boiler, up they come and getting to the front now and starting to pull away is Karamas home today, beats out Iona Harker, Quadrago third, next on out wider, No Lies, and we go to Swip and Tear, back in the pack, Rusty Knife, further back, Wandy Boiler never in it, and back amongst the tail enders also would have been No Lies back if I didn't call it earlier. And racing out wide on the track, Blonde Tory, the first one out along the inside. Joyville kicking up, No Escape, trying to get around the outside. Butterbean, a bit of a charge and coming out in front, No Escape. I'd say run to the tote. Further back there we go to Red Carpet. Isabel Domain out wide on the track, Blonde Tory, but up they come, No Escape. Home he rolls today, No Escape bolts in. Smash Rumour into second. They're followed back then by Joyville, then Cave Butterbean. Wider out on the track, Red Carpet. Further back Isabel Domain, Blonde Tory. And never in the race at all was the last one in, Corborn Tomcat.